Hello, babes. Today I have pulled actually a lot of cards before the reading for us. I thought that it would be interesting to try to sit with the energy before I jump right into pulling cards for you guys on camera. Um, I really like this way of doing it because it shocked me a little bit. I do this often, but not to this degree, like this amount of cards beforehand. So we have Jupiter Abundance, which is the number 7, and we also have South Node Life Steps, which is 42 and reduces down to 6. So these cards are beautiful. Sorry, I shake a lot. The energy is kind of anxious actually, anyways, so that isn't helping me with my shakiness. And my cats are in here, so they already started messing things up. Hold on. Okay, so anyways, back to the reading. And it hasn't even started. There's already chaos. I felt so much, anxious energy with this, but also when I was struggling to pull the angel number cards, I actually had to relax and breathe when I started pulling some of these cards because it just got so aggressive almost. Like the cards were coming out, like falling all over the place. Um, for some reason I'm thinking those are signs of a psychic attack. So there's this really funny meme that I really like. I might put it in the comments if I remember, but I do believe in psychic attacks, but I also believe in, humor and laughing at everything. It is my coping mechanism, in fact, and it might be yours as well, because we also have power. You are very capable, and this came out so aggressively. 242. It so 8 energy again, which is interesting because I just feel like I kept thinking 8 and seeing 8 when I was shuffling the angel number cards too, like 800, 801, stuff like that. Um, and the way that this power card just flipped and demanded its presence was aggressive, and all of them were. And it's so weird to say that, especially because I was so excited to show you guys my little carnelian flame. I love her. She's so pretty. But this is carnelian is in fact for energy. It is a very energizing stone. So, and I have my solar plexus chakra candle lit. So I really kind of am going into energy and just the stomach. That is the solar plexus. Self-confidence, self-worth. I'm wearing smoky quartz, the sacral chakra, and tiger's eye for my bracelets, and then kunzite, morganite, and rose quartz. But I don't know, your reading is quite interesting because as I was digesting each of the cards, I pulled one of the little Lemura deck cards as well, and all of them really felt very connected. There are themes of red and yellow, which are kind of very much like my little carnelian crystal, and I didn't intentionally light the solar plexus other than the fact that that's something I needed to work through because I also look at this nervous energy as, of course, me. I do get a little anxious. So I feel this is going to be a reading where I can relate very much because with South Node life steps, debts, and Jupiter is all about good luck, good fortune. I would look to see what your house is in for Jupiter and also what sign it's in, because that could kind of give you a hint as to how you're meant to manifest this abundance and good fortune. I've also been really lighting my good fortune and good luck incense a lot. I just love stuff like that. Um, I feel that through working out your life steps, your south node, which, you know, that one has also been coming up quite a lot lately. It's just learning these lessons, these ways that were ingrained within you to function, and kind of dismantling those and acting against it seems to be really big for you right now. And through dismantling your old comforts, your own habits, your just the things you always fall back to, as you break away those cycles, the emotional conditioning that's caused by it, you are unlocking your abundance and your good fortune. You could be a life path 7, which is all about connecting to God, the idea of God, not like the Christian Bible kind, but more so like your relationship to source, some people say, spirit, some people say the universe. I say I love the universe, but like it could be many things to you. And whatever this is, connecting with that. Or a life path 6 has also been coming up lately, which is all about like connection to service, helping other people, like being therapists, being healthcare workers, like being in the front of people and care for them. You know what I mean? This seems to be how you unlock your power, which you clearly have, because again, it just kept coming out so aggressively. And I think it's so interesting that this adds up to 8, because 8 is all about manifesting. So I feel you just need a way in place to channel this power that you're like almost creating through working through your like creature comfort habits. It's so interesting because, you know, South Node can sound really scary. Like, life's debts. Oh my God, I'm already in debt. Like, what? I can't have more spiritual debt too? Like, what? But I think it's more, obviously, every lifetime is like a lesson for us to learn and grow and evolve in a certain way. And some people have many sprinkled throughout one lifetime. Some people live a whole lifetime to figure out one thing. And I'm not saying that you are necessarily either, but I do know that you at least get reward for it, where not everyone has that like good Jupiter placement or aspect. Maybe check those to see if you have any for Jupiter. But I really feel that through working through, so what just came through is if you're somebody that needs motivation and incentive to drive them forward, this is your incentive. You are going to literally make money and have good fortune as a result of working through your traumas. Wow, we love to see it. Also, you can every now and then breathe and stop thinking in terms of how can I make money off of this. I understand that. Okay, you might have Aries and Capricorn placements. That's just something I'm feeling heavy right now, especially with the power, like Leo too, actually, and we'll throw Sagittarius in there too. But like, I really feel that through kind of learning these lessons, you're building your good fortune, your good karma, and you are getting your power back. So I want to read this little Lemura oracle card. It's so pretty. Awakened awareness. Let me see. Okay, I have enough time. There are many levels of awakening. Keep learning and putting yourself into situations where you can grow. Stay aligned with your inner guidance and do what you love to keep your vibe high. Seek not instant pleasure, but substantial and sustainable joy. Eat healthy, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the answers to your prayers. Find your unique way to connect to the divine inside you, not as an external seeking, but as a receptive allowing. Be inspired to see the question at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for a deeper interpretation. If you can believe it, I did in fact try to read that card before on here because I always mess up, but it did not help. So stop also trying to prepare for failure, because I think that is a part of your karmic debt that you are like life's debts you're working through. That could be very, very significant. Just like you might have a south node in Virgo, which means your north node would be in Pisces, or you could just like, I feel, where am I going with this? Obviously, like, it's not good because we also have 644 struggle, which is so ironic because I am struggling, and I didn't even try to like interpret this one. I didn't read it before. But it's self-created stress is unhealthy. Really, this is calling me out too. So I'm so sorry if you feel attacked, because I do as well, actually. And this is like a part of my karmic debt too that I'm working through, I think, is that I try to prepare for everything in advance and also prepare for everything to fail in advance. And by doing so, I'm not focusing on the good that comes out of the situation. I'm focusing on the what ifs. And the what ifs are not productive. They're not really doing much for us. We don't need them. We can definitely afford to stop saying them. But once you're emotionally ingrained into a way of thinking and talking to yourself, it's really hard to like turn that off. So that's another incentive. You are learning to turn that off and respect yourself and live in the moment and stop trying to like overanalyze and critique and fix everything. Throat chakra could be really big for you as well, actually speaking your truth, standing up for yourself. Um, you are definitely like stepping into your power. And I know that all of these things can be big triggers and really hard to just stop doing, but like try to at least at least remember that you are getting good luck and good fortune by working through these difficult things. And you're not alone in it. I'm sure actually a lot of people would love to talk to you about it. Like, hopefully my comment, section here can be of use, and, you guys can share what's going on with your lives with each other if that's something you feel called to do. But like finding safe spaces where you can feel comfortable to like talk about your struggles and stuff is really going to help you feel less alone and then more motivated to actually work through these difficulties. Like therapy could be really significant for you. So I really like also trying to remember to walk in nature, and like if you have trails where you live, if you have a park where you live, if you have anything that is around trees where you live, try to be with the trees. I'm so serious. Like it is just so nice to be in nature and just surround yourself in just how much beauty there is in the world, and how much the world isn't always about this grind mindset. Like I must become the most successful, like I have to show everyone in my class I'm better, like just trying to be on top, the most money, whatever. It is really so much simpler than that, and it's actually just being alive is perfect. That's it. You don't have to achieve this giant thing. Just existing is okay. And like I feel you're also trying to prepare for your future by like over analyzing what it could become, the what ifs, and by doing so, you're almost stunting yourself and your growth in the process. So if you feel like you've had a lot of bad luck lately, it's probably because you are in some way in your life stunting yourself and holding yourself back for something. So I need to read these because I keep going into the reading, but like clearly the downloads are coming in. So we have 242 power. You are very capable. Become aware of the power of your thoughts and words. Yep, see? Your angels want you to know that your mental state reflects in every relationship, opportunity, and environment you end up in. Be an impartial observer of all your thoughts and self-talk today. Your angels are listening. I love that. That is perfect. Should have read that clearly before, but it just confirmed everything basically that I'm getting at. It's like you create this world that you live by your actions before you even have the reactions, like the physical reaction opposed to the mental one, because the mental one's definitely there. You are spiraling intensely about the potential and the what ifs of your situation of your life, and I think that is something that is just going to give you bad luck and cause you to struggle. An analogy that I actually really want to paint someday, I've been thinking about it for a while, is like imagine you are tied to a rope, and you're being dragged in the water. Okay? You're not going to die from drowning. Let's just make sure you know that. In this fake scenario, you're not going to drown, but you are tied and you are being pulled along. And right now you are looking down at the endless deep ocean and clawing and trying to get away. But because you are reacting, because you are, panicking, spiraling, trying to grasp at the current to make it go slower, to hold on to it and fight it, you are actively allowing water to work against you because you're not like in a fluid like state. So imagine then looking up at the sunlight above the water instead of looking down at the endless abyss, and just allowing the current to drag you, your hands at your sides in like a streamline for my swimmers out there. But in a streamline, and because you are looking up at the bright sky, you are happy and relieved, and your hands are relaxed, you feel relaxed, you're thinking positively instead of trying to fight the situation in your head. You can let that water just pull you, and then eventually you're gonna realize, like, oh wait, maybe that like rope isn't pulling me that fast. Maybe this is actually a really steady and nice pace. I think I like this. But before, when you were looking down at the deep depth of the ocean and just clawing endlessly against it and trying to fight it, it felt so fast. It felt so violent. It felt so intense because you were actively trying to work against it. This is like an analogy that I often think about a lot in terms of my own mental health, because I do always end up being the person looking down and fighting against the current. But in reality, life is so much more than fighting against the current. It is the sunlight, the sunrises, the the little butterflies and caterpillars that you see everywhere in spring, the dandelions you can blow if you have those where you live, but like the wishes that you can make, the stars in the sky, like this is a beautiful world, and us humans have definitely made it violently more uncomfortable than it could have been. Like we kind of destroy everything we try to create almost. And to be fair, that doesn't always happen. Like, obviously, trying to connect with people and create a better space in this world is inevitably what is going to push it in a better direction. But we are all, to a degree, fighting the current we're working in instead of trying to go with the flow and appreciate the good and then create from a place of love with everyone. Oh my gosh. We love My Little Flame. Thank God I fell on my lap. But couldn't have predicted that one clearly. So I really think that trying to stop struggling and just be is going to really help your like good luck, your abundance, your fortune, I feel. So I know it's really difficult, but you know, try to take a deep breath. We've got this. Put on your favorite songs. Right now I'm listening to Anderson .Paak. Him, Kate Renata, like, I just, Slange. There's a lot of people that I'm just really listening to right now that have helped to, like, motivate me and feel good. Try to just listen to relaxing things if you can. Black tourmaline also seems really significant, very grounding and stabilizing. If you don't have the money to afford it, there is a cleansing black tourmaline like frequency subliminal that's like, I think 11 hours. It's like 11111. They tend to like do the repeating number thing, of course, because it's the subliminals. But I think that one's really relaxing, and just like calling upon black tourmaline in general to help you could be really significant as well. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it. We're in this together. You are not alone. You are beautiful, handsome, amazing, attractive, and I absolutely love you. So I'm very proud of you as well. And I hope that you are able to have a good day or night wherever you are, regardless. So, okay, bye.